Hello and welcome to our introductory group presentation. Our wicked problem is wildfires in the West. We decided to call ourselves Team Fuego, and we're all actually residents of the West. My name is Kendall, and I am the project manager of the group. Chris is the lead editor, and Bruce is our lead researcher.
Hello, my name is Kendall Jasper, and I am the project manager for Team Fuego. We are assigned to the wicked problem wildfires in the West. I'm 23 years old next week, and I'm studying business sustainability. I was originally a business communications major, but I thought sustainability was a lot more interesting, so I changed my major before the beginning of this semester. But this is my first sustainability class. I'm very excited for it, and by the end of this class, I will be a junior at ASU, so I'll have a couple more years of sustainability classes, and I'm actually very excited for them. I am located in Escondido, California, which is North San Diego County, so not a lot of people have heard of it, but you've probably heard of San Diego. And I actually became passionate about wildfires and some of their impacts during May of 2014. On the 14th of May, there were 9 wildfires that broke out in Southern California. So pretty much everybody and their friends and their mom, they were all worried about a fire near their home. And the one closest to me was behind Cal State San Marcos, which was right across the freeway from my home. We didn't get evacuated, but we were very close to it, and we knew a lot of people who did have to be evacuated. Friends of friends lost their homes, and it was just a very dark experience. Literally, to the ash in the sky from 9 different fires located throughout your county or within, a few dozen miles from you that really clouds up the sky. You are driving to work and there's ash. You're driving home and there's ash. I don't think I saw a blue sky for maybe 3 days. It was pretty gross. So after experiencing that, I definitely became more interested in California's drought and just wildfires in general. So when I saw that wildfires in the West was an option for our topic, I immediately picked that one. It was my first choice, so I'm very excited to be in this group, and I'm very excited to learn more about wildfires and how they're started and ways we can prevent them in the future. So I hope you enjoy the rest of our introductory presentation, and you will learn more from us soon.
Hello, my name is Chris Ryan, and I'm currently a student at ASU, and this is Sustainability 110, and right now we're studying the effects of wildfires in the West. So I'm currently at roughly sophomore status. I transferred a bunch of credits in from UCLA in order to cut down my time here. I've got a few years left in order to finish off my undergraduate. My major is going to be in urban planning, and it really kind of ties into my previous experience developing both residentially and commercially, and that kind of gave me a whole different outlook, working that side of the table versus potentially working for either developers, townships, maybe bigger government on a regional level. But I'm very curious how the other side works, and I realize sustainability is a huge piece of that going forward. If I'm going to put together plans for cities and kind of consider their long-term health, sustainability is going to be a big piece of that. But living living here in Denver, Colorado for the last 7 years, I've really come to grips with the fact that wildfires are a major issue in this state. I've seen thick, thick smoke just blanket the sky and even block out the sun. I mean, it's amazing to me when they have to do air quality warnings, and there's so much fuel for those fires. It just seems like they're never going to end, and it really strains all of our resources and our men and women that are fighting these fires and putting their lives on the line. Typically they have to fly in volunteers from other areas, and it's just super intense. There's a loss of life, a loss of homes, a loss of habitat for wildlife, and as sure as the uncertainties of the predictability of these fires are the uncertainties of the restoration of these forest environments that are impacted. I mean, how will these areas of intense heat caused by this massive buildup of beetle-infested dead trees, be able to recover? I mean, that's one thing. Maybe it's unique to Colorado, but these beetle-infested trees are everywhere, and it just creates basically kindling for these fires. And it's very dry here as well. Colorado's a low humidity state, as is much of the West. But it's just, it's the sterilization of the soil. It's the aftermath of what's left. It's just a scorched earth environment, and it's really difficult. Um, there's a lot of probably responsible legislation that should probably take place. I know our local and state budgets cannot sustain this type of effort of fighting.
My name is Bruce McCracken. I am lead researcher for Team Fuego. I am 28 years old, and I am currently living in Tehachapi, California. I'm originally from Spokane, Washington, but I got a job down here in California as a wind turbine technician, and I am a technician at the Alta Pinyon Pines and Rising Tree wind sites in Mojave, California. My major is business sustainability at ASU. I got a late start on college. I joined the Army right out of high school, and I served 8 years on active duty. I chose wildfires in the West as my research topic because growing up in the Pacific Northwest, you become very familiar with wildfires. We have a large wildfire almost every year. And then coming down to California, they have their fair share of wildfires, and so it interested me to research how wildfires in the West are a wicked problem and possible solutions. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the presentation.
Our group defines sustainability as the ability to overcome environmental challenges which will help nurture the advancement of the human race while preserving the earth and its ecosystems, with emphasis on environmental education for the continued fostering of ideas and research related to renewable energy and overconsumption of resources. So there are a few different types of contact information we shared with each other. Number one is our ASU email. We've been instant messaging with Google Hangouts, which seems to work really well. I personally have Hangouts on my phone, so it's really easy for me to just see if anyone's asked anything, said anything, just any updates really. I will get those through my ASU email. We shared personal emails because some of us can't always go through our school accounts while we're working on homework, so personal emails will help us with file sharing. If we share to all 6 emails instead of just the 3 emails for ASU, we have more access to our projects. We shared cell phone numbers as well to contact each other for last-minute questions, edits, or emergencies. I want everyone to know that if anything is, difficult, or if they're having trouble getting a hold of me, this is something that's very important. So cell phone numbers were definitely not a problem to share. So those were the 3 pieces of contact information we shared. We decided to schedule our meetings twice a week, and that was because a lot of us do have to work a lot. And instead of having a long meeting where we might have to talk about a lot of different stuff going on throughout the week, we decided that two shorter ones would be better. So we will be meeting on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that is 3 days before anything that's going to be due on Fridays. So we'll have plenty of time to go over that homework that's going to be due. And we'll have meetings on Fridays at 7 p.m., and that's going to be 3 days before our Monday due dates, so we can talk about what's going to be due in a couple hours on Friday or what we had already submitted that day, and then we can also go over what's going on for Monday. So I think everyone thought that that was a really good idea. We'll make sure that the information is fresh in our mind and have shorter meetings because we do know that, other stuff's going on in our lives. So that is how our team decided to do it. And thank you for watching our presentation. I think we all really enjoy sustainability, so we are all really looking forward to what we get to learn next in our class.